Yeah, so we are back with SPSS running of Cronbach's test. As I said earlier, it is used to measure the reliability and validity of our questionnaire or research instrument. Today we are going to be citing an example with the questions answered from our previous class. That's the one that's the question that was sent through electronic questionnaire for us. That's our pretest. And if you observe, I just copied all the pretest question and everyone's score here. This is the pretest question. We have 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we have 10 questions here. Now all 10 are their score from what everybody, um, from what we, this is just an example, just use it as an example. For example, if you have your questionnaire number 1, if the person gets it right, you give the person 1, and if he gets it wrong, give the person 0. So that's how everything has been done here. You can see it's just 1 and 0. So 1 simply means right and the other one 0. So we have it in Excel. Don't forget that we want to be using SPSS, so we need to export it to SPSS. And just as we've done yesterday, I'll save this, I'll save it and close it. So we will close it and now open SPSS. Trying to bring it up. Okay. Trying to bring SPSS up because that's the software we are going to be using for calculation of Cronbach's test. SPSS is up now. Nice. So we can just copy and paste it here if we choose to. We can just copy and paste everything on the Excel to this place. But just for the purpose of practice as well, we want to learn how we imported our Excel file. So all we need to do is go to File, Open, Data, just like yesterday. Then you go to Desktop. I saved it on my desktop. So I need to change this to SPS to Excel, because it's in Excel. And we search for it. I saved it as, I was having, so as usual, we go to File, Open, Data, then we go to Desktop, where I saved it, and I should be looking for Cronbach's test, but I can't see it just because I've not changed this to Excel. So I need to change it to Excel because I'm looking for Excel file. So, and I can see it, Cronbach's test, click, open. So it's ready to be imported. You can see it, so I just click OK. You can see that it has been imported here. So now, how do we run Cronbach's test? It's very easy. It's one of the easiest tests here. The first thing is We click on Analyze. Scale. And you can see the test, reliability analysis. I will click on it. So we highlight everything here because we want to test all the tests, all these research questions, all the questionnaire question, sorry, and we move it into items. We click on statistics. We need to make some statistics. You are going to check items. We are going to check scale, and we're going to check scale if deleted. So I'm going to explain all this for us when we get our outputs. Continue. Then, okay. Now, this is the outputs. This is the outputs. This is the outputs. Now, this is the output. If you notice, this is the reliability statistics. This is the reliability statistics where this is the alpha. This is our coefficient now. On this, we have 0.015. Simply mean, now the interpretation of this is that we have a very bad coefficient because it is closer to 0 and it is quite bad. So having this is a 0, this is a 1, this is a 0.01 is like a 1%, which is bad. It is bad. We should have nothing less than 0.7 and above to have a very good coefficient where we can say that yes, our research instrument or questionnaire is reliable. As a matter of fact, funny as it may sound, our questionnaire is full of errors because I'm very sure many of us just guess so many questions. We really don't know it. Some know, but guessed by just clicking. Please. So, and so many of us just kind of chose the question randomly. I'm sure of that, and it's indicative in our question here. It's indicative in our coefficient here. We have a coefficient of it's very low. As a matter of fact, it's very low. It's even closer to 0. It's 0. So Adibin, we have a very good reliability score or a very good reliability coefficient. We should be having something nothing less than 0.7. That's 70%. That's when 70 to 80% is the coefficient where we can say that yes, our questionnaire is reliable. So in the case of what do? Do we scrap the research? No. If Adibin, our pretest is for a research, what I will do is that I will modify my question. I'll just modify my question for understanding, and I think also the what is it called? You need to be sincere. So I think the question will just be modified in a way that I'll be able to achieve reliability. And secondly, is that we'll be looking at the other. We'll be looking at the other table, which is item statistics. Yeah, item total statistics. This we don't really need much information on this, but we need information on this item total statistics. Now, if you look at by the left, we have all the questions. You can see all the questions in the pretest. The first thing you do to a given set of data. So I want you to look at this. I want you to look at all this scale if deleted. This is Cronbach's alpha if deleted. We already have a very bad coefficient. But this is telling us that if you remove this research, this questionnaire question, this is what you will have. If you remove this questionnaire question, this is the coefficient you will have. But if you remove if you notice that if you remove this coefficient, this research question, so what this is saying is that Cronbach's item, the Cronbach's alpha if the item deleted. If you delete this questionnaire question, you will have this, which is bad. It's around 0. It's very bad. If you remove the next one, we will have 11. It's bad. All these are bad. But if you look at the better one, is only if you remove this one, this questionnaire question, a graph that uses vertical. If you remove it and this, you may have a better, you might have a better score. So this is how to run Cronbach's tests, and I hope you practice it, and I hope every one of us will understand. So we're going to be moving to our next topic of the day in the next video. Thank you.